Hello everyone and welcome back to Tempus Valorem. So today we'll be talking about Alchemy Stars and we'll be talking about the Spire. How is it interesting as a game developer and what are the best teams that you can have per element to climb the Spire as much as possible. Talk to you in a second. All right, so what's quite interesting with a feature like the Spire as a game dev is that, usually you give actually a lot of resources to a player. In this case, let's say your resources are going to be the Aurorians, are going to be your heroes, and these heroes, if you don't have a feature like that, you're going to have like one team that's going to be meta, and then that's it. You're going to have, of course, people are going to adjust that a little bit, but maybe you don't need to play with all the colors. So what's really important here is that if you want to diversify your content and to have players stay much longer in your game, you will ask them to actually okay, please level up all your water heroes, then please level up all your forest heroes, etc. Because if you do that regularly, you're going to get more rewards. So one of the first games that did that, that I played quite a lot, was AFK Arena with the King's Tower, where they added that for each of the faction. And you had actually to level up. At the beginning, the King Tower was actually just one main tower with any element you wanted. And then they added the split of the 4 elements on the side. So then you actually could pick one of the elements and to get some extra reward. So that's something that happened with actually people grinding the heroes so much and having the main team, like 5 characters, being very strong. And then they could progress in PvE as much as they wanted. The only, let's say, downfall would be in PvP, but in PvE they could do whatever they wanted. And we know that Alchemy Stars at the moment is a PvE game. So if there's no feature like that to drive you to explore all the content in the game, that's going to be quite hard to have players actually satisfied with the amount of content. It could very well be that soon we get some content that's limited to 3 stars, limited to 4 stars, etc. And maybe it's there and I missed it, but I don't think so yet. But I wouldn't be surprised at all. Game like Empire and Puzzle Combat, and all these kind of game have events where actually they limit to 3 stars, for example. Like that, now you need to go to a 3-star to actually find the best strategy with all the colors of all the 3 stars, etc. So basically, you want all the players to actually level up all the heroes, all that content that you give almost for free to the users, you can actually use to drive the meta much more. So that's something that I find really interesting, but especially in a PvE game like Alchemy Star, I think it's quite fun. So it's a win-win for the players and for the game developers. So that's quite cool. All right, so there's still a lot of work to do on the Spire. As you can see, I'm in 12, 6, 2, and 6. So still a good amount of work to do on my heroes, etc. But I wanted to show you the teams that I selected and why. So here, this is the Mono Water team. So what happened that I was quite lucky on was actually that I got Connolly in the between the last video and today. So that's quite good. I didn't find her skill so interesting at the beginning, but that's something that you guys need to pay attention to. Like when you have a hero that you find a little bit interesting, like a 6-star, for example, or a 5-star that you quite like, check the Ascensions and check the breakthrough. So for example, Connolly, she does an AoE attack that's quite interesting already, like 450% damage to quite a big square area. But what's really good is that the breakthrough will make it on everyone on the map eventually. So so there's a lot of heroes like that that you can check out that are going to have a really strong impact, especially when you're going to get the final breakthrough. Okay, that means 2 more copies of Connolly, but we're thinking long term with this game. I hope that you guys got, if you logged in every day since the launch, you should have got another Solarium or something like that for Vice. So you can do another breakthrough on her today. So that's quite good. Carlin, well, Carlin is Carlin. She's damage dealer and converter, really. I mean, she's classified as converter, right? But she's a damage dealer. So that's perfect. I really love characters like that. I hope to get more in the game like that. You don't have to make a decision between converting and dealing some damage. Hydrad, really good. So Hydrad is really for the mono teams. So we're gonna see there's we got the equivalent of Hydrad on the forest team, but very good. Every time you're gonna be able to actually launch his skill, then do all your chain combo twice. The second time with 70% of the attack from Hydrad, but still pretty good. And Felicia, and I still need to level them up. So they're all Ascension 1, A1, as we would say. And I need to work a bit more on my teams. But basically, this is, I think, quite a great start. And the team is working really well. So at the moment, I could use another DPS / converter to replace Vice, for example. But we'll see if we get lucky eventually. So this is one of the team. Second team, if we go to the Molten Spire and we check the Mono Fire. So here we have Leona that I used quite a bit at the beginning. As I was saying, you know, like I leveled up like a lot of heroes to level 30 to try them out. Jonah I got a bit later. But at the moment, this team is quite heavy in terms of DPS, but also in terms of conversion. You get like good amount of support and a bit of heal with Alice and shield as well. So that's quite good and quite interesting as well to try. So depending on the characters, of course, that you have from that, for example, you could replace Jonah by Nails or other characters as well that are 4 stars or 5 stars in case you don't have some of these. So that could be quite good. Again, I need to work a bit on my characters to progress further. The Emerald team, like you will see, like I'm not farmed. And, I need to level up my heroes much more, of course. I didn't have enough time to level them all up. I really like Sikare. Really interesting. Kushuta, I found her, like I got her and I was like, you know what, she doesn't seem interesting, but I'm gonna level her up because like the skill that she has, again, that's actually on one character that can knock him back. It's actually like can be applied on everyone once you get both her breakthrough, well, her last breakthrough. So that's really good, especially based on the fact that she's a 5-star and not exactly like Connolly. Connolly is gonna be a bit harder to level up, but her, hopefully we can get some copies within a few months. Pact and Louise, really good. So Louise, she's the equivalent of Hydrad for Mono Water team. So she's going to give actually 70% of her attack in a double chain combo. So that's really good. And Huraya as a healer. So this should be quite interesting. Sikari looks really, really cool. I hope there's more mechanics. Like there's some things that you can do already with the poisons in the game, etc. But I hope they're going to keep on pushing that component. And last but not least, the Thunderbolt Spire. So here it's quite interesting. The team that we have is that we have Schwartz. I find Schwartz quite cool. First, he looks good and he looks quite badass. And second, actually, skills are quite cool in the game. So that's really cool. He has like a lot of depth. And that's added if you have Thunder heroes or Luminous, something like that, the name of the town, hero in the team. So for example, Carlin is from that faction. So you could actually make a mix and match to still have the death bonus on him. So that's quite good. Dana is quite decent. Not the best hero there, but like quite decent. I would say the 3 strong ones here are really Schwartz, Gongru, and Nadine. And I quite like Keating because they're really creepy. And it still quite helps to have actually a clone that can actually aggro eventually all the mobs to one location in the map. So that's still quite good as well. So that's basically the 4 teams that we have. At the moment for the campaign itself, if we go back, still a bit of work to do on the campaign, but we progressed quite a bit. So if we go here, actually, let me go to the team formation. It's going to be a bit easier because like that we can go to the characters as well. So if we go to the team formation here, you can see like at the moment working really on the Mono Water and a bit on the Fire Thunder team. We're going to see I may replace Yona here by Leona for now until I can actually level Jonah much more. But basically, and I want to level up as well the 4-star team. So I need to replace Regina and find someone who can fit in that team. But basically, like that's the rest of the team that I like to try out. Or I may use some of these guys, but they're 5-star. So I kind of want to try, except Uriah, of course. I kind of want to try like a strong 4-star team and see like either Mono Fire or something else. So that's something that I'm going to try. But yeah, I would say what's strong to start with, unfortunately, would be Mono Water. I'm still trying to make like a really competitive dual element team, and there's some that are there, especially when you unlock A3 and that you're going to be able to have a sub element where you're going to be able to deal still a bit of damage if you go to the sub element. So that's still going to be quite interesting. But yeah, I think like technically like you could build like your teams, you know, for the Spire that are quite good, and then you can see how you're going to mix and match. So make sure to level up like 1 sniper or detonator in each team in the Spire and in each element. I just one quick thing in case like, I don't know, at some points like I was a bit lazy and got a little bit stuck there for a day or something. So in case you don't want to check like a lot of videos on the Colossus, just very simple thing. Like on top left, you can see actually the breadcrumbs with actually like the notification. Just go here. Talk to all the main characters that you had at the beginning because they're the main characters, you know, so they bound actually, the one given you by the game, actually the developers can actually bind them to systems. So just do that. That's going to unlock like all the necessary features in the Colossus. Then you go to resources here in Explore and you just farm a little bit of Colossus material. So here you see you can farm these ones, and once you did that, you're going to be able to launch the process in the Colossus, etc., and you're not going to be stuck there. So just in case, if you want much more details, like Zokasun and a lot of other guys have videos about that, and please check them out. But just if you don't want to stay stuck, already you can start with that. All right, so let's do some summon to finish the video and to see if we can get a little bit lucky before you disconnect. Jola, okay. Could be good to check actually like which one could have put that would be great in the 4-star team. I would like to try something with Forest and Fire, as mentioned earlier. So I really hope that we can get something at some point. So Lucid, I saw Volkin actually having him max, so it could be interesting again if there's event with 3 stars only to have that guy. Okay, Chloe, but I think we can almost like max her out. Okay, now we're gonna do the 10 multi-summon. Let's see if we can get something good. Okay, so that's 5-star, I believe. Don't think it's a 6-star. And 1 and 2 epic, let's see. See if I can skip that. Okay, so who did we get? Odi. I don't love Odi from what I saw. Okay, not a lot of great characters here. A bit of a pity. It's okay, we'll keep on exploring. Lester could be interesting. I'm just gonna do one last one on Caroline because I really like her and I would like to get a copy of her. Of course, it's only 50% chances to get her, but okay, no, that's an epic. Okay, so that's it, guys. We got her already. So I hope that you get lucky with your summon, that you can progress in the Spire as much as possible. Let me know where you're at. At the moment, I'm going to keep on pushing, and I'll show you in the next video where we're at, the modifications that we made, you know, how we actually improved the team, etc. Don't forget to level up your Vice if you're a user and to break through. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you like, for more videos of Alchemy Stars. Take care. Bye-bye.